Good morning, hello, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. Today is Sunday morning. It is November 9th, and it is very, very cold here in Saskatchewan for this time of year. It is minus 16 degrees, and I'm sitting here this morning drinking my cup of coffee and thinking how inspired I was to come here and share a card with you. So I decided to pop on. I've got something really fun and simple to share with you today. And I hope that if you're streaming or scrolling through Facebook or YouTube, you come across my channel, you stop in, say hello, and maybe join me in some morning creativity. So say hello if you're here watching live. If you missed the live, that's okay. The replay will be here, and welcome to all of you watching the replay as well. So I should be live both on Facebook and YouTube this morning. I wanted to give it a whirl and see how it went. Good morning, Glenda. Hello, Alexina. Okay, so I can see that I'm live on Facebook. We'll see if YouTube's working too. If you're over there watching, leave me a comment and let me know. It is, although it's cold, it's beautiful here. The sun is out, the sky is blue, the trees are glistening with all the sparkles of the cold frost, so it's beautiful. And I'm just, like I said, wanted to come here and share a card with you guys. A good friend of mine reminded me yesterday that done is better than perfect. So here we are, and we are gonna make a card together this morning. So let me turn the camera down. As I mentioned, please let me know you're here, say hello. I love to know who's watching and crafting along with me. So let me here, I've changed my setup. As you can see, my background's different. I've rearranged my room. I've got a new light for my video. So let's see how this all goes. Okay, so here is the card we're gonna make today. Super easy, simple, but stunning. We're gonna use the Child is Born Stampin' Up stamp set. I was feeling, as I mentioned, so grateful and just blessed for all the things in my life, and I thought this is the perfect stamp set to share today. So we're gonna make a card with this one. If you don't have this stamp set, it's okay. You know my motto, craft with what you have. You already love it. No need to keep buying all the newest things, so you can switch this layout out super easy and use whatever's in your craft room. This one just resonated with me at the time, so that's what we're gonna use. All right. Hi, Sandy. Okay, we're watching over on YouTube too. I love it. Alrighty, so here is our card. All the bits and pieces are already cut. Like I said, it's very simple. So I've just got a basic white thick cardstock base. I will say that the thick cardstock, I know it's a little more expensive. It is really nice for card bases. Because it's more sturdy. However, if you don't have it, don't worry. You can just add those extra layers on the front and even to the inside like we're gonna do already. And it'll make it sturdy too. So don't fret if you don't have the thick stuff, it's all good. But anyway, we're gonna, back to what I was talking about. 4 1/4 by 11, it is scored at 5 1/2. So we're gonna go ahead and fold that. Good morning, Donna and Kathy. Oh, it's foggy there, Glenda. It's not foggy here. The sun is out. It is beautiful. As I mentioned, just very cold. Okay, so we've got our card base. Now we're going to take some of this paper. And oh my gosh, you guys have already forgotten what it's called. Oh heavens. Okay, I know Glenda will know the name, and Glenda's here with us. So, or Alexina will know probably too. Kathy, what is this paper called? It's the Stampin' Up. It's really pretty. Blacks and golds. I don't know. Anyway. Here we are. So these pieces each measure 1 inch by 4 1/4. Okay, and they're gonna go, oops. They are gonna go on the top and bottom of our card base. Sandy's asking if I'm gonna be on at a certain time or just whenever. At the moment, things are messy and a little crazy. So it'll be whenever at this point, but I do hope to get down to a little bit more of a consistent time slot and a more schedule. So I am working on that. All right, so we got these pieces here, 1 inch by 4 1/4 lined on the top and the bottom of our card, okay? Good morning, Jean-Ann. Welcome from Missouri, nice to see you. All right, so now we've got that. Okay, I got all these pieces. So have you guys seen the new branching out dies Stampin' Up came up with? They are so fun. So this is one of the labels that I cut from that set, and we're going to use this for our stamping. Aw, thanks, Sandy. I miss stamping with you guys too. Trust me, it is in my heart to come back, and I want to be here and I want to show up and do my crafting. I'm just working through how that's going to look, and trust me, it's going to be great when I get it all figured out. Okay, so now we're going to start with this beautiful image here, and if I bring in my stamp sheet here, so we're going to use this one here. We're actually using a lot of the stamps in this set today. We're going to be using this one. We're going to be using both of the stars, this little lamb here, all is calm, all is bright, and the Oh Holy Night. So we're going to use a lot of these, and we're going to make it really fun. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the ink we're using today actually is the Memento Black. So we're going to, because this is a large stamp, I'm going to ink it upside down like this. Make sure I get it all inked up. Okay, and then we're going to put it onto our label. It's not going to probably fit all completely, but that's okay. We can just twist it a little bit, get it as much as you want on there, close to the bottom, not to cut it off. And if you don't have the branching out dies, you guys, that's okay. Just cut a rectangle, put it in a circle, whatever you want. You create with what you have. Guys, crafting is meant to be relaxing and joyful, not stressful. So if you stress out about not having the same set, I encourage you not to. Just use something you already have because you already love it, right? Okay, so now we've got this beautiful image stamp. Now you could go ahead and you could color this. You could watercolor. You could use your blends. You could use you could use like blending, you know, you could do lots of different things with this, but I love how elegant this image is. So I'm just going to leave it black. So we've got that done. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our stars. So I'm going to start with the larger one right here. And we're going to put that one up in the left-hand corner. Okay. And then we're going to take the smaller, stars here. I'm so glad some of you were here live with me this morning. I really didn't know if anybody would be because I had no idea I was going to come live. So it's so nice to be here to stamp with you guys. All right, so we've got those stamped. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty, just like that. So let's push that off to the side. Okay, and then I do have a little strip here. It's 1/2 inch wide by, I don't know, what does it look like, 3 inches wide? And we're going to take our All is Calm, All is Bright stamp. We're going to again ink it up in that tuxedo black. We're going to stamp it on there. Okay, so we've got that. Put that one off to the side as well. And then we're going to take a scrap piece of white. This is much bigger than what you actually need, but it's what I had on my desk. And we're going to take this little lamb and we're going to stamp it down here. We're going to have a drink of coffee because it is morning. Hello, Brenda. Nice to see you here this morning. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to fussy cut this little lamb out real quick. And then we are going to put the card front together, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to decorate this card up because I've also been reminded about how much I love to do that recently. Decorate those insides like I usually do, but now I'm just taking it a little bit further. And then those envelopes too. Let's not send naked envelopes. Why would we do that? We have all the stamps at our fingertips, right? To make them super fun and special. So we're going to do that today too. I'm just cutting out this lamb. If you guys are enjoying this video and you like a morning video with your coffee or your tea, leave me a comment, let me know, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love that. All those little buttons you hit, whether it be the little heart or the thumbs up, the share button, all of that really helps my channel to get out there, which helps me, and I so appreciate it when you do that. Okay, now we've got the lamb cut out. We've got these pieces here. You know what? This is getting in my way. We're just not going to have that on there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take those pieces. We're going to bring in this card. We're going to flip over our label and we're going to add some bumpets to the back. Right, so I've got 5. You could put more, less, whatever you like. Well, I wouldn't put less because then you're gonna have parts of your label caving in and that's not gonna be cool. So 5 is the least I would do, but you do you. We're gonna go ahead and put this centered in the card. And what I'm gonna do is just sort of try and center it both vertically and horizontally. And if it's, there we go. Okay, so on dimensionals gives it that extra layer. It gives it some, I love layers. You guys know that. If you watch me, you know I love lots of layers. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of this twine. This one is so pretty, you guys. It is the black and white and gold baker's twine. So you get both. You get the white with the gold and you get the black with the gold, but the black with the gold is my favorite because it's so striking. And so I'm gonna use that one. We're just gonna take, I don't know, a snippet. I don't know how long that is, but enough you need to tie a nice loopy bow, okay? So we're gonna tie that around just like this. So if you guys have, like if you wanted to make a card very similar to this, but you don't have this stamp set, the stamp set that's coming to mind is the Shepherd's Care one that was in last year's Stampin' Up selection. Our collection is still current now. You could use that one too. You could use lots. You could do something totally different. Christmas tree, you could do anything you want with this layout. It's just very simple but elegant at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna have this nice loopy bow. And then I'm gonna move my ink pad before my arm gets in it. All right, you guys still with me? I'm not seeing any comments coming. I just wanna make sure the feed is still good and all that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and take our label that we created and we're gonna put some, actually, you know what I'm gonna do first? Yes, because when I made my original one, I didn't do this and I was wishing I had. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use a glue dot, okay? And I'm gonna use that on the back of my bow. And then I can place it wherever I want it. I think we're gonna want it maybe up like here. Okay, on a bit of an angle, I wanna be able to manipulate those threads so that they show behind our label. Aw, thanks so much, Kathy. Okay, so once we have that done, now we're gonna grab some more bumpets and we're gonna put one on each end. Oh, you know what I should have done first? I should have seen if it needed to be trimmed. I think, oh yeah, it kind of does. So we're gonna like take that, pull that off again. And with a dimensional stuck to my finger, we're gonna just quickly trim this down a little bit. I don't need it to be that long. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and we'll put bumpets on the back. And if we look at how this is gonna go, so I'm gonna want it on here like this, which means I don't really wanna put a bumpet right at that end. So just move it in a little bit so that it's gonna sit on your popped up label there, because otherwise if it goes down here, you know, it's not gonna be flat or straight. So we're gonna just do that. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. Hold that pesky little tie like that. Oh, see what it did there? It jumped on me because the ribbon got stuck in that bumpet. Okay. Come on. Maybe that's a sign I need more coffee. What do you guys think? Okay, so there we've got our ribbon showing. You can do it however you want. You can tuck it in under that dimensional if you want. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so there we have it. This is kind of going rogue here, wherever it wants to go, but that's okay. The important part for me was just to have that texture, the little bit of extra black and gold to like mix it all together. All right, now let's go ahead and take our little lamb. This is my favorite part. I love this. So we're just going to take one little bumpet and we're going to put it at the bottom of the lamb. And then we're going to pop that up. So his head is right here underneath the all is and the bright, like the first part of the bright. And it just looks like it was meant to be there, don't you think? It's so cute. Just love that. All right, to finish off the front, remember, we're going to go all out on this card. We're going to get the inside, the envelope, we're going to do all the things. So for this one, thanks, Brenda. I'm so glad you like it. We're going to take some of these. These are What are these? You could use any embellishment though. Don't be stuck on what I'm using here if you want to recreate this. I'm using Stampin' Up's low profile dots because I just love this gold, how shimmery it is, and it matches so beautifully. But you could also, if you don't have that and you have rhinestones, go ahead and color one of those with a blend or a Sharpie, and you're going to have a nice, pretty embellishment to use there too. So I'm just putting it right one, that's it, just one centered in that star, because I think the elegance of this card, that's really all we need for this one. So there is this front. Now for the inside, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white. Now remember what I said in the beginning, thick basic white is great for card bases, especially if you don't want to add extra layers. If you have just the regular basic white, that's cool, because what we're going to do when we add this piece inside, we've got the layers on the outside, you're going to have a sturdy card anyway. So don't fret if you don't have the thick, okay? All right, so once we have the 4 by 5 1/4. Hi, Shar, thank you so much for sharing. We're going to take another piece of that same designer paper, and Glenda let me know it's called Modern Christmas. We're going to take a piece that's 1 inch wide, just like these ones were, but this time it's going to be by 4 so that it matches the bottom of this card. Okay, so we're going to attach that at the bottom. Here we go. All right, now, remember that cute little lamb we used? Well, I just can't get enough of it. It's so adorable. So we're going to go ahead and take that, and we're going to stamp him right, or her, or whatever. We're going to stamp it right here in the corner, just above our designer paper. Adorable. Then I like this sentiment, Oh Holy Night. So we're going to take that one. You can use anything you want here. You could type Merry Christmas, or you could stamp Merry Christmas from a different stamp set. Whatever you want to do. I just like that one, and I'm just going to put it right next to that little lamb. There is no rule saying your sentiment has to be in the center, the top, anywhere you want. You just go ahead and do whatever you want. Just have fun, because crafting is supposed to be joyful, no stress, just relaxing. So go ahead and have some fun and play around, mix and match your stamp sets and whatever else you need to do. Okay, anyway, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take this card. Oh, you know what? We're going to do some more stamping. We're not done yet. Where's those stars? I had some little stars. There they are. We're going to stamp some little stars. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you, my friend. Okay, we're going to stamp this here. And then why not go ahead with these other beautiful stars, the larger one, and stamp that up here in the corner, but let's move it this way. There's no right or wrong. It can be upside whichever way you want. Okay, now we're done with the inside. So now I'm going to go ahead. Brenda, this stamp set is so elegant and beautiful. I absolutely love it. And as I said, I was feeling so grateful and inspired this morning. It was the perfect stamp set to pull out. So we are going to put that in here like that. So now our card is like that extra special step. Now we've got this beautiful inside done as well, but let's not stop there. Let's go to the envelope, and this can be really subtle, which is this one's going to be, but you can also like really go crazy on your envelopes if you want to. Just be careful if you are putting them in the post. Sometimes they get a little grumpy if there's too much going on them. However, we're going to just take this adorable little lamb again because he's so cute, and we're going to stamp it. So I've got my envelope. This is the seal here facing me. I'm going to stamp this little lamb right there. I'm going to grab those beautiful little stars, and I can see using these little stars on like all kinds of different projects. You could pull that little stamp in for like so many different things. Hi, Ina. Nice to see you. Were you guys surprised to see me on Facebook? Because I did say I was not going to be live on Facebook, but I had a little change of heart this morning, and I thought, let's give it a try and see how it works. So for those of you watching on Facebook, shout out to you. And I hope that you enjoy seeing me here as well as over on YouTube. Okay, so there's our envelope stamp. Good morning, Tracy from Calgary Airport. All right, now I want to put these little stamps too. Okay. Little star in the corner of our envelope, and we are done. Now you could go really fun and deck this out even more, put some of this designer paper and whatnot. But I do believe I'm going to put this one in the mail. So I am going to just leave it like this. It's got, oh, look at my black ink. It's got lots of room. It's going to be nice and clear for my addresses, but still perfectly matched to our beautiful handmade card. So there you have it. There is our card for today. I'll bring in my sample original one here. You can see the inside. For those of you just joining us, here is the card. The stamp set we use today is A Child is Born from Stampin' Up, but you could use anything you have to go along. If you want to take this a step up, you could color the images on the front. You could just have a lot of fun with this layout, but it's very basic, very simple, but I like the elegance of just the black and white with that pop of gold. It's perfect for Christmas, and I hope you guys think so too. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's card. And yeah, let me know. You're very welcome, Glenda. I'm so glad to see you here this morning, and I'm happy to show up and stamp with all of you and start our morning with a little creativity. So it is still -16 here, but the sun is still shining, so it's going to be a beautiful day. From here, I think I'm going to go and do some baking and just enjoy my Sunday off of work, and hopefully get back in here to do a little more stamping and crafting later today. Thanks, Shar. I'm so glad you liked it. So don't forget, subscribe to my channels if you haven't already. Join me on Facebook. Hit those thumbs up and the hearts. In the comments, there's a link to join my email list. You don't want to miss out. I've got something super awesomely fun planned for you coming up soon. And you're not going to want to miss it because it's going to be fun. Thanks, Sherry. Yes, very cold, Glenda. Very, very cold. Okay, well, that's what I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned. I do have some amazing things planned. I'm following my heart in a direction that is going to be super inspiring, I hope, for all of us. And I can't wait to roll it all out to you. But in the meantime, I will show up as often as I can with inspiration for all of you. So thanks so much, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Cheers.